Hello and welcome to Matt's Reloading Bench. Today, going to go for round 2 with the Seekins Precision Havak hit in 6.5 PRC. Going to be doing 5-shot groups, again with the Reloader 25 powder. And this time I'm going to be going for that node that was at the smaller end of the 10-shot ladder test. So I'll be shooting at 55.4 all the way up to 55.8 grains of powder in 1/10 of a grain increments. So stick around, let's see how this goes. This 5-shot group is going to be with 55.4 grains of powder. At 55.4 grains of powder, I had a group size of 1.25 MOA with a mean radius of 0.45 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 2805 with an extreme spread of 46.9 and a standard deviation of 17.1. This 5-shot group is going to be with 55.5 grains of powder. At 55.5 grains of powder, I've got a group size of 1.5 MOA with a mean radius of 0.54 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 2831 with an extreme spread of 39.8 and a standard deviation of 16.4. This 5-shot group is going to be with 55.6 grains of powder. At 55.6 grains of powder, I've got a group size of 1.36 MOA with a mean radius of 0.57 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 2829 with an extreme spread of 25.2 and a standard deviation of 12.2. This 5-shot group is going to be with 55.7 grains of powder. At 55.7 grains of powder, I've got a group size of 1.58 MOA with a mean radius of 0.52 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 2854 with an extreme spread of 28.8 and a standard deviation of 10.5. This 5-shot group is going to be with 55.8 grains of powder. At 55.8 grains of powder, I've got a group size of 1.5 MOA and a mean radius of 0.48 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 2845 with an extreme spread of only 6.98 and a standard deviation as low as 2.5. Alright, so I've got the 5-shot groups done for that lower range. Now, one thing that just didn't sit with me well was with that higher range that I shot in the last video, that middle group at 56.5 grains of powder was just so far off from everything that it was in between. I decided to reload just that powder range and see if I got the same or different results, because that might determine whether or not I use that or if I go off of what I just shot now. So stick around and let's find out. So this 5-shot group is at 56.5 grains of powder. At 56.5 grains of powder, I had a group size of 0.71 MOA with a mean radius of 0.2 MOA. The average muzzle velocity was 28.84 with an extreme spread of 11 and a standard deviation of 5.2. Just as I expected, last week was a fluke, because now I'm falling right in line with where the other two were just below and just above it. So I would say I'm going to end up using that as part of my load development data instead of using this. So that was an interesting shoot, to say the least. Unfortunately, the 5-shot groups between 55.4 and 55.8 grains of powder just didn't produce like I hoped that they would. On the other hand, the redo with the 56.5 grain 5-shot group did perform how I hoped that it would have the first time around. With that being said, I'm going to actually end up using that charge, 56.5 grains with Reloader 25, for moving forward with my bullet seating depth testing. All of the testing that I've done up until this point has been about 20 thousandths off of jam. That's as long as I'm going to make my bullet. I'm going to be going at 3 thousandths of an inch increments, starting at the 20 thousandths off of jam and working towards 23 thousandths, 26, 29, 32, so on and so forth. I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to go with that as of yet, but that'll all be in my next video. If you have any questions about anything that you saw in this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, hit the thumbs up so that YouTube knows that you're liking my videos. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that way you'll know when my next video does come out. And until next time, shoot straight and be safe.